Hi Blender fans and welcome to Blender TC. In today's tutorial what we're going to do is what makes glass look real, and the answer to that is included in this video, so follow me to the end and I'll just tell you what makes glass look real, or a glass look real. So I'm just going to delete the cube and replace it with a simple cylinder. Right, the cylinder, if you open this up down here, as you can see, it's 32, and we're just going to change this to 64 just to give it a bit more vertices for this effect. So let's make a simple glass. What I've also done is I've added an HDRI, and let's just actually go on to the render mode. As you can see, I've added an HDRI, and it's just simply this HDRI, and it's from HDR Haven, or what's the other name for it, is Polyhaven now. I think they renamed it a few years back, so it's found on Polyhaven, and it's the Brown Photo Studio. So what we've got is we've got this image with the Brown Photo Studio, and I'm just going to actually quickly model this glass, and then I'll show you what makes this look real. So what I'm going to do is actually just bevel the bottom of the glass. So go on line select, you've got point select, line select and face select. We're going to go to the line select, and we're going to actually Control and B, which will bevel this. So I'm just going to bevel it by 3 just to actually put that little bit of a shape on the glass. And I'm quickly modeling this, so I'm just going to actually go on face select on the top, E to extrude, and S, I'm going to scale this in a little bit. And then what we're going to do is actually just go over here, we're onto the X-ray mode, because I want to see inside the glass. I'm going to extrude again, extrude, but along the normals, so it actually goes down. So I'm just quickly making a little tumbler glass, GG, just to move it up a little bit. So I'm just making this sort of tumbler glass, and what we're going to do is add a bit more detail onto things. So go back out of X-ray mode and go on line select again. I'm just going to add a little bit of a bevel on the top, Control and B, and just keeping it at 3, and I'm just going to put a bevel on that side, and I'm going to put a bevel on this side, Control B again, and just expand it slightly. So we're actually making our bevel of our glass, and what I'm going to do is actually just go onto here and press the Control and the R key just to make a loop cut, and I'm just going to increase this until I've got a square. So as you can see, they're into squares, and right click will fix it. Same on the inside, Control and R, and just move it up just until I've got little squares. Oops, down a little bit, and right click. So you got the face there. Right, the topology on this face is no good, so go and face select. As you can see, the topology is quite rubbish, so E and S to scale it, and I'm just going to move this up slightly just to give it, extrude along the normal, just take it up in the air a little bit just to give it that kind of shape. So I've got my base, and then what I'm going to do is X to delete only faces. And the reason we're doing this is what we're going to do is actually go on line select, and we're going to grid fill just to make a F3 will fetch up grid fill. You can type in grid on here if it doesn't immediately come up, and grid fill, and this just keeps our topology. And then go on the inside, select the face, X to delete, and we're going to do only faces again. And then we're going to find the line, which is about there. It's a bit hard to see, as you can see, but there it is, like that. And E to extrude in again, and then F3 to grid fill again. I'm going to add a bit of a bevel onto the bottom of this, just to actually give it that kind of shape. So Control and B, just to give it a bit of a shape, keeping this segments at 3 on here, just to actually give me that bit of a bevel. And as you can see, if I actually hit smooth shade, and then we're going to add a simple glass texture, so new, go into here, we're selecting glass texture, take the roughness down to 0, and look at this. This is all done in cycles. So if I just go onto here, as you can see, you've got a glass, and if I just stop doing that, as you can see, it looks good, but it doesn't look very believable. And the reason it doesn't look believable is because it's got no imperfections. So it's good, but it's a bit naff. I'm just going to increase the actual height of it, scale, just to actually, because I would like it a bit taller, and Control and A to fix all the rotations and scales. So we've got our glass, and it's a simple glass, as you can see, but it looks a bit boring. And the reason it looks a bit boring is because it looks too good in the real world. And there's a quick and easy way to change this. So if you just go back into edit mode by pressing the tab key, and we'll go back into here because it's just a little bit easier to see. What we're going to do is actually select a loop cut in the middle of here, Control plus plus plus, and I'm just going to select these points here. I don't want to grow it down to the base, and I'm just going to invert the selection by pressing Control and I to invert the selection, and then I'm going to hide the outside edges. So we've just got the inner loop, and what makes the actual thing really look real in the glass is we're going to actually include a little bit of distortion. But if we actually look at this before we actually do it, as you can see, there is no distortion. So back into edit mode, press the tab key, and as you can see, we've got these points here. So I'm going to go on point select, and then I'm going to quickly select, I'm going to select random faces. As you can see, we've got a few random faces selected there. I've set this very low, but you can make this as high or as low as you want, but we only want a few faces selected, just a real small amount of faces on that inner loop. And I'm just going to scale these down slightly, so S to scale, and ever so slightly, just so you're barely changing the shape of this thing. And press the tab key, and if we look again at this, as you can see, we've now increased some imperfections into the glass. And I don't know what it is about adding imperfections into glass, but it really shows you a difference. And I'm just going to actually really increase the scale. I'm just going to increase it quite a lot, and as you can see, the glass looks a lot more real just because of the imperfections. I know that's a bit much, and if we Control Z just to undo them a bit, take the imperfections down a little bit, as you can see, the glass looks a lot real, and it's all down to imperfections. So when you make things, make them with imperfections, because if you make the glass with slight imperfections, it suddenly becomes more real. And what we can do here is I'm just going to Alt and H to actually unhide the glass, and I'm going to select a loop cut on the inside. So you can quite simply Control, and I'm just going to, in fact I'll select something quite low to the base of the glass, and plus 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 plus. In fact, that's not working too well, so let's look from the top, and we'll select this central point there, like that, on the inside of the glass, plus 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 plus, and I'm just growing the selection, as you can see. I think I'm going to Shift and D, which duplicates the points, and then hitting the P key will separate the selection. So I've duplicated the inside of the glass and separated the selection. And what we can simply do now is actually duplicate this material, add a top to this. I'm just going to actually hide the glass so we can actually work on the liquid inside it. Hide the glass so we've got the liquid inside it. I'm just going to duplicate the actual material like that to make material 2. Change its colour so it's an actual liquid. Oops. Alt and H, just actually unhide that. I did it the wrong way around, as you can see. So let's go back to material 1. Oops, material 1. So we got the glass. I'm just going to hide the glass again. Go back to this material and select the other material. And we can have this as a drink. I'm just going to make it like a whiskey colour. Like that. And then select the top of it. And E to extrude. Just to scale it. And I'm just going to make a bit of a bevel on this to actually make the Control B like that, because I'm making the actual surface of the liquid. And select that face, F3 to grid fill. And we've grid filled this, so we've got our liquid. Control and A, Control and H to hide everything. And as you can see, we've now got our glass with our drink, or our whiskey. I think the colour's wrong, but you get the idea. Or our green liquid. Yeah, I think it's the can't remember what drink is green, but you get the idea. So quick and simply, what we've done is made our glass, and maybe scale this down slightly because it's actually, there we are, that's better. It's just the surfaces were actually colliding with each other, so that made the distortion. So we made our glass, and we'll make it back into a whiskey. There we have it. And for the surface of the liquid, you can make distortions if you wish. It's entirely up to you. Or drop a bit of ice in if you want. As you can see, we're making a simple glass. With a bit of a drink in it. Let's just show you something that I've done recently. And I'll open a recent one. And we'll look at a pint glass. Don't save. As you can see, this is using the same technique. Whoops. And there you have it. We've got a pint of beer that's sat on our windowsill. Quite a good effect. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you found this useful, please subscribe to Blender TC. And don't forget, hit the like button. Bye for now.